Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Akmal Azim bin Rozami from Group 5. So today my group will give a presentation about subtopic 11.1, which is body defense. The presenters for our presentation are Clarice Pikirin, me, and Amirul Afiq. So we will proceed with our first presenter, Clarice Pikirin.
My name is Clarice Pikirin from class 4 Nilam. Immunity is the body ability to fight infection caused by pathogen or other foreign object through specific attack on the pathogen. We are said to be immune to the disease when our body can fight a disease. This is the three lines of defense. It is the first line of defense, second line of defense, and the third line of defense. So today I'm gonna explain about the first line of defense or outside defense system. The first lines of defense consists of the physical and chemical lineup that prevent pathogen from entering the body. Dia akan menghalang kuman daripada masuk di dalam badan kita. This is include our skin, tears, mucus, cilia, stomach acid, urine flow, and white blood cell that called neutrophils. This is the example. The first is lysosome. The lysosome is the specific enzyme that found in the secretion of tears, nasal muscle, and saliva, is an antimicrobial protein that can dissolve and destroy some types of bacteria that attempt enter out of body through this passageway. Dalam air mata, they protect our eyes from bacterial invaders. The third is the the mucous membrane adalah lines the respiratory tract secret a sticky fluid yang kena panggil sebagai mucus. Mucus mengandungi lysosome that destroy bacteria found in the air that enters the respiratory system. The third is the mechanism of blood clotting that prevent bacteria from entering through wounds. Hydrochloric acid is a non-specific hydrochloric acid in our stomach that does not break down food, and it is strong enough to kill any pathogen that present in food and drinks.
Now, we will proceed with our next presenter, who is me. The second line of defense. The second line of defense include fever, phagocytes, and inflammation. The mechanism of the second line of defense is not specific. Fever. Fever is the second line of defense mechanism that fights infections. Fever increases phagocytic activity and fights against microorganisms that infect the body. Phagocytosis. The phagocyte is a leukocyte that can carry out phagocytosis. Neutrophils and monocytes are phagocytes. Phagocytosis is the process by which microorganisms or other particles such as dead cells are trapped and digested by phagocytes. When an infection occurs, the phagocytes move to the infected area and enter the tissue fluid through the pores of the capillary wall. When a phagocyte encounters a pathogen, the phagocyte will engulf the pathogen, and the lysozyme in the phagocyte will digest the pathogen. These are the stages of phagocytosis. Phagocyte extends its pseudopodium towards the bacterium and envelopes the bacteria. The bacterial ingestion forms phagosome. Phagosome combines with lysosome that secretes lysozyme into the phagosome. Bacterium in the phagosome is destroyed by the lysozyme. Phagocyte expels the remains of the digested microorganism out of the cell. Inflammation. Inflammation is the immediate response that destroys and neutralizes harmful actions of microorganisms and toxins at the early stages of infection. The inflamed area will swell, turn red, and feel painful. This is response to inflammation. The damaged tissue releases histamine. Histamine will stimulate an immediate inflammatory response. Histamine will cause the blood capillaries to expand for more blood to flow to the infected area. Histamine also increases the permeability of blood capillaries to phagocytes. The phagocytes and clotting factors will accumulate in the infected area. The blood clotting mechanism is triggered, and finally, the phagocytes carry out phagocytosis. And for the last presenter, Amirul Afiq.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to teacher Farah and my fellow friends. So today I'm gonna tell you about the third line of defense, right? Okay. What is the third line of defense? Okay. If the pathogens overcome the second line of defense, the third line of defense will be activated. The third line of defense is the immune response of the lymphocytes. Okay, so basically third line of defense ni dia adalah satu line of defense yang the immune response of lymphocyte. Jadi maksudnya third line of defense ni dia the immune response lymphocyte tu dekat dia. Okay, so apa yang terjadi dekat third line of defense ni, okay, the lymphocytes form in the lymph nodes produce antibody. So lymphocytes ni dia form dekat lymph nodes, nama dia, and dekat lymphocytes ni dia dekat lymph nodes, lepas tu dia akan produce antibodies. Okay, the action of antibodies are specific. Jadi maksudnya antibodies ni dia specific. Okay, each type of antibody can only combine with a certain type of antigen. Jadi maksudnya setiap antibody ni dia akan spesifik. Jadi setiap antibody ni dia ada jenis-jenis dia dan dia boleh di-combine dengan certain jenis antigen dia. Okay. Maksudnya antibody ni dia combine dengan antigen ini. Dia nak boleh macam antibody ni dengan ini tak boleh. Jadi dia maksudnya antibody ni ada certain type dia, bukan semua antigen yang dia boleh combine. Okay, when a person is infected with pathogens, a large number of lymphocytes will accumulate in the lymph nodes to destroy the antigen and foreign particles. This will cause the lymph nodes to swell. Okay. Jadi bila satu orang tu dia kena infect oleh pathogen, a large number of lymphocytes ni dia accumulate dekat lymph nodes untuk destroy antigen dengan foreign particles tu. Jadi benda ni dia akan buat lymph nodes tu untuk swell. Okay, move on to the next. The lymph nodes also contain macrophage that destroy bacteria, dead tissue and foreign particles through phagocytosis. Okay, jadi lymph nodes ni dia bukan je buat antibody. Okay, dia juga destroy bacteria, tisu-tisu yang sudah mati itu, sama foreign particle melalui phagocytosis. Okay. Next, lymphocytes ni dia terbagi kepada dua. Okay. Satu ialah T lymphocytes dan yang satu lagi B lymphocytes. Okay. T lymphocytes ni dia punya kerja, dia attack cells yang kena infect oleh pathogen. Okay. Dia sama T pathogens T lymphocytes ni dia juga stimulate dengan B lymphocytes tu untuk buat memory cell. Jadi maksudnya T lymphocytes ni dia sebenarnya ada dua kerja dia. Satu dia attack cells yang kena infect oleh pathogen, dengan satu lagi dia stimulate dengan B lymphocyte untuk produce memory cell. Okay, last sekali, Kalau dua-dua pathogen, if the same pathogen attacks, the memory cells will be stimulated to produce antibodies immediately. Okay, maksudnya kalau dua-dua pathogen tu attack dengan serentak, maksudnya memory cell yang kena produce tadi tu, dia akan stimulate untuk produce antibody immediately. Maksudnya memory cell yang kena buat tadi tu, dia akan secara tiba-tiba dia akan menjadi antibodies. Okay, so I hope kamu paham dengan apa yang saya bentangkan tentang third line of defense ni. Saya minta maaf atas kekurangan saya. Mungkin saya tidak berapa paham lagi daripada apa yang saya bentang ini. So sekian, terima kasih daripada saya.